So I knew before the paperwork came out. So she came back and just sat on her desk and didn't say nothing. You know what I mean? And I looked at her like, oh man, you make it. You know what I mean? Because she ain't come back like, oh, you made it. You know, she just sat there.
Yeah.
But she told me why she sat there because officers was there and everything like that. So I thought, Williams this officer, she cool, she CO, but me, we mess with her too. But she ain't
Yeah.
want to say, listen, I went up there and did that. She just sat there like everything was cool static. So I figured I ain't make it. So I told my boy Piggy, I like, yo, I ain't gonna make it, man. So I'm gonna wait for another 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So um, like 10 minutes later, when Williams went into the area, the commissary front desk, she's like, Moss, come here, and started smiling. I like, what? She's like, you know what I mean? And it was like,
Yeah.
don't say nothing, tell nobody, don't broadcast it. You know what I'm saying? It was like 2 days before I was supposed to know,
Nice.
2 or 3 days before I was supposed to know. But it's an overwhelming feeling. It's like stress relieves is released off you.
Ton of
You
bricks
at
lifted
peace.
off your
Yeah,
shoulders.
it's like chains, everything shackles so much. Before they put him back on, then you still got parole. It's like everything lift off you. And mind you, we just finished. I'm just finished being a co director of the play and fish skill because we had to play on a Wednesday, and I was home that Thursday. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay, okay.
um, I, I was able. Everybody knew
Big up the
then class.
RTA.
Big up to RTA. They did some amazing work with me. They was impressed in the parole board that I did do the plays I did. Because that was all in my package, the CDs, all that. I made a good package. They showed me how to make it the best package possible. Um, so, I just going through the motions, man, until I got out, and it's nothing like the feeling of, the weight to go and get your ID and stuff like that, and everything you're supposed to get your property, all that weight is hard, but it's easy. But
Absolutely.
the hard part for me was, which some may say easy, and I don't know if people could really say it's easy because each step you take going out that gate is like a heavy weight on your foot because it's something you're not synonymous with, particularly me for over 33 years walking through a gate towards my freedom. Because every time I took a step, it was towards back to my cell location to lock in for the next day. But my daughter was there. She was born when I was in prison. So I never walked one day on earth with her while she was born, and she was 33 years old. My mother, my sister, my brother, my nephew, family, friends. So it's an overwhelming process, man, and it's something um, that's joyful and painful at the same time because you realize how much you missed.
No
Um,
question. God bless the family.
yeah, man, and I ain't have no major tragedies, what I mean, in my family. So it was like being reunited with a family, man, that stood by me for 33 years. You know what I mean? I was just going to FOP, my daughter and everything like that, my mom,
That's right.
sisters, nieces coming up. So I had that family support that many men didn't. So I was blessed in that area because like I know, man, there's many brothers that's incarcerated, man, that didn't have the family support that me and you did, and some other brothers did.
That's
That didn't
right.
see the visiting, that don't see the visiting floor and don't have this and don't have that, man. It's this environment, man, created, man, to it's a difficult environment to live in.
Yes, it
So
is.
having all that off my body and off my mind, off my spirit, what I mean, driving down a road, looking back, the scriptures, they tell Solomon, no, lot, don't look back. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that look
That's
back
right.
at something
Don't
anymore.
take that
You
look
know what I'm
back.
saying? But I had to take that look back at hell, like, yo, I'm leaving. It's a really reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
man.
I'm here now. So, being able to go, so friends of mine did a GoFundMe, and they hit me with the money to being able to go buy my first watch, at a spot we dropped somewhere in Poughkeepsie. First thing I bought is two Invictus watches. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I
That's
mean.
right.
This, I mean, so um, it was overwhelming to go
Yeah,
to
no.
live and go through that process.
Yeah, let me say this too. I know what you're talking about because when I was walking out of Fishkill, well, wasn't Fishkill, Woodburn. When I was
Hmm.
walking out of Woodburn, I had that in mind, not to turn back, right? But then I
Hmm.
was like, man, I'm looking at it. I'm gonna see that I'm going from here forever. And then we had brothers like Ace that's still in Woodburn. Hopefully he be home soon. That was in the
Hmm.
windows. So I turned around to give them, my goodbyes and see you
Yeah,
laters.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I
yeah,
definitely thought about that at first. Like, don't turn around. I told my wife, like, let's just drive. Let's just drive, to get off this
yeah,
property.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
get
yeah.
out of here. But I
But
definitely
I,
had
I
to
want to
turn
say this.
around for a minute.
Yeah, I want to say this too, man, because like your turnaround was for a purpose. Like a brother Ace, real good brother, friend of mine. Put me through the ringer many times. I acted foolish up there. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Ace, very vocal about
Ace.
foolishness. Um,
That's right, man.
so
He's
when I
still
used to
doing
do
the
stupid
mock
stuff, Ace was
paroles
on
in
me.
Woodburn.
Yeah, and Ace used to be on me. So I could give credit for many things that I started doing right from Ace. You know what I'm saying? But like I know we leave a lot of friends and brothers behind when we walked out them doors. You know what I mean? Because I left brothers I come up with 33 years with. You know what I'm saying? And here's a reality. Many people may say this, and many people may say that. I was closer with some of the brothers, many brothers in prison than I was on with my own siblings because I lived with them longer. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
when I left brothers like Majesty, Lamont Johnson, like you know, that's my brother. You know what I mean? When no Isaiah Law, and many different men. I could keep calling the roll, the names. AI. Mo's out here with me. You know what I'm saying? And many different men I dealt with, and many of the men I dealt with are home. But there's a lot of soldiers we left behind the walls. You know what I mean? And they never forgotten. That was one of the game. That was one of the things with forgotten voices. You know what I mean? Their voices, them individuals, man, they're never forgotten. They're still trapped in that environment, and we got to get them home, and they got to play their part to get home. In that
That's right.
regard, but they never forget, and that's why one of the reasons I look behind because just like you, Valentino, was in the gate in 15 going looking out the window. So I'm like, man, they go my brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? And still DJ and sing. He talked to me all the time. Many different other brothers that's with me in there, man. It was hard to leave them behind, man, because they was my family. At the end of the day, when I needed something to eat, you know what I mean? That's what I call on.
That's
When they
right.
needed something, that's who they call. I was one to call on.
Yeah,
We
that's right.
laugh, we cry. You know what I mean? Devs going through different type of devs, going through different type of atrocities through the families. You know what I mean? So you call it roll, man. We experienced it, man. You know what I mean? Relationship with
Yeah,
our sons and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You call it.
that's right. That's right. No question. So 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 what's been
Yeah.
going on since your release, man? How you been coping with corporate America, man? What you been doing? What you get into? How you living life, man? Talk about that.
Yeah. Well, I came out, man. You know, surprisingly for me, man, I came out blazing, man. I don't know if you remember Brother Robert Muhammad that was in there with us.
Of course.
He had yeah. So the brother, man. I was going to Osborne, I was going to Fort Society, had a little job with Malcolm. You know what I mean? You know Malcolm.
That's
Um,
right.
that's another
Osborne.
story. Osborne, but
I know.
let me tell you something.
I
You
already
already know what I
know.
know. I don't want to get into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
You ain't
we're
got
gonna
nothing good
have
to
to.
say. Those, yeah. If you ain't got nothing good
If
good to
you don't
say,
know,
don't
you
say nothing
don't
at all.
know. Those that know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's the best way to put it. He put me up. You know what I mean? But I had some working with him. You know what I mean? And then Brother Robert seen me in the Mars, and he like, brother, you working? And he's like, I like, nah, I'm doing X, Y, Z. He's like, brother, you want a job? Because he's a supervisor in VIP in the Bronx. So he's like, yo, what's your education level? I got my associate, I'm a bachelor, got X, Y, Z. He said, yo, listen, I got a job for you. So that this is like I'm like a month and a half home. So he's like, I got a job for you. So he got me a chief pair navigator for VIP community services. Um, and it was a good job for me, paying me some good money. You know what I mean? Like
Nice.
my first real job of my life, paying me real good money, money that I tell you, I ain't think. You know what I mean? I never made that type of money before. But nevertheless, I had that job up until COVID.